I'm filming today is about the differences between these old units and more modern stuff. Now, here in front of me, I have a AC coil out of a modern window air conditioner. This is out, I recently bought for projects. As you can see, I'm not going to say the brand name of the unit or anything, but I'm just going to show you. We don't make stuff. We don't really make air conditioners well anymore. We make them out of this thin crap that we call copper, and it really is just crap. It's not good quality at all. It fails like that. But yeah, I'll share more with you. But yeah, I got the compressor, and I used an aluminum evaporator condenser coil. Just messing around, chilling some water with it. It's filled with R134A. I have a can down there that I used for automotive, but yeah, they work. But anyway, on to the subject. So, right in front of me here is a vintage 1981. I said 1981 Kenmore window air conditioner. This is my favorite unit that's out there. I don't really like any of the 50s or 60s stuff. I like this. I like the 80s and 90s stuff because it's more interesting to me. But it's got a Bristol reciprocating compressor made in the USA side of it. And take a note. Look at the size of that copper. It's nearly 1 inch on the suction line, about 1/4 inch on the discharge. Look at these U-pins. See how thick they are? The evaporator coil. It's even heavier. It's got some dents. I know I'm gonna have to fix it. Some idiot bent it the hell. But yeah, this is the wrong plug. I know. It's just temporary. I'm going to be putting this on a 30 amp circuit. There's no way I'd put this on a 50. It needs 20, but yeah, I'm gonna put that in there soon. But yeah, so here's the coil loops out of the modern unit. Look how shitty copper that is. You see how shitty that fucking garbage copper is? That Taiwanese quality of that Chinese molested air conditioner. Look at that. Piece of crap. Look, you see how thin the coils are? This thing is a piece of junk. Look, that's factory right there. This is just how I pulled off the compressor. Kinked as fuck. Look at this. I bet you I could bend this copper just 2 fingers. Yep. Oh, don't hit the unit. Don't hit this old unit. I take the dents out of it though. But yeah, I'm restoring this thing currently. But look at this piece of crap coil. Look at these thin. I don't even care anymore. Just whack it on the ground once and see how dented it gets. Okay, that was from dropping from let's look at that shit. Damage it just caused. Piece of crap. But yeah, let's compare. So this is condenser to condenser. Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious. Set right there against the cage of the good unit. Suction line. The discharge line, this thing's even bigger than it. I know people will say, well, they're different BTUs. Well, I've seen 5,000 BTU units with the copper in them. It's just the way they build shit nowadays. There's one, I have another unit that I torture tested. Piece of crap. Fucking crap. This unit was filled with propane, by the way. There's no flames or sparks. Just have fun with it. But yeah. It's just laughable. We make stuff like that nowadays. Stuff like this. We should have kept making this stuff, in my opinion. No point to stop, because we have technology. Look at this. Look, here you go. Here's another comparison. Look at the size of this compressor compared to my hand. Look, another one. I know the different BT runs of people, man. Come on. 6,000. 2 compressor. Look. Oh my god. How literally, how in the, I will actually say, how in the fuck can you call that a compressor? That's a little shit box. That's not, it's a rotary. That right there is something I would use literally to put in my fridge. That's literally all that's good for, a refrigerator. That right there is what you want. And I don't care that it's 220. Thing runs, or 240. Thing runs way better than that shit that you see now. And I know people will be like, oh, well, rotaries have been used. So guess what? I had an old rotary here. I did pull the box off it. I just had to grind it off for something else. This one here's good. Junk though. I'm gonna use it for something else. But yeah, look. You see the size of this thing? See how big this one is compared to my hand? Even the big giant muffler. This is what compressors used to be. Crap. Good. Crap. Good. Same thing with that. There's a reciprocating compressor. That's a 5,000. Look at the size of it compared to my hand. This is what we used to use. The same size as this one. It probably outperforms this one. Because this one here is a piece of crap. Here you go. There's another one. It's a Japanese one I pulled out of a refrigerator, an old refrigerator. Look at the size of it. It's a reset. Look at the size of the motor windings. Even I don't have one of these Chinese ones cut open, but I'm pretty sure it'd be worse. And even the base pans to these things are made out of the thinnest, crappiest metal. All of them. All new units are crap. And that's why I will stick with vintage units. They run forever, and you cannot kill them. This thin crap they make nowadays, I'm even ashamed of how you could even call that an air conditioner. It's just crap. They had beautiful coils. Yeah, thin copper. That stuff's all scrap. The rest of that up there's all scrap. That coil there I might scrap, might cut the ends off and just take it to the yard. Because that's all it's worth, that aluminum one there. That's why I'm using that one. I'll just keep that because aluminum's worth nothing. But yeah. These Kenmore units are actually my absolute favorite. They run forever. Kenmores don't die. They run forever. And yeah, this unit will be fully restored and repaired because it's a good unit. They run forever. It's made in America. It's not made in fucking China. It's an American-made unit. And it's well built. But yeah, that's just my opinion on modern units compared to old ones and why I prefer old units over the new stuff. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Please comment and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.